Good evening, everyone. This is Father Brett for our weekly Asked and Answered. Tonight's question is a little bit of an interesting one. The question that's asked is, did Satan know that Jesus was God, or did he just tempt him because he knew that it was in human nature to fail? So there's kind of a short answer to this in some sense. It's yes, but not fully yes, if that makes sense. So, what did Satan and the devils know? What we can take from the scriptures, what we can see pretty plainly, is that they had some sort of understanding that Jesus was the Son of God. You see it over and over again. They call him the Son of God. Satan himself says, when he tempts him in the desert, if you are the Son of God, if you are the Son of God, do this. If you are the Son of God, turn these stones into bread. So we see they have at least this kind of understanding that Jesus was the Son of God. And to them, I think they're with their angelic knowledge, because remember that demons and Satan are fallen angels. They're angels who have chosen not to serve God, who have chosen to sin, and thereby, because of the way, angels are made or created by God, can no longer enjoy the joys of heaven. They are fallen forever. And so he knows, in some sense, that he is the Son of God. What he does not know, and this comes clear because of what happens to Jesus and because of what Jesus came to do for us, he was not clear fully to him what the plan of God was. He knew that in some sense that Jesus was the Son of God, that's clear, but he did not know the plan because, obviously it's sin that caused the people of Jerusalem not to know who Christ was and thereby to crucify him. And yet we know that sin comes from the evil one, which we know from so many places in the scriptures. So Satan, in some sense, tempted those who crucified Christ, and yet it was the crucifixion that was the very thing that overthrew Satan's power, that rescued us from sin, as the scriptures say. And so it's clear, just inferring from that Satan did not know what Christ's true mission and his purpose for becoming man was. And so I think the question is, did he know that he was God? Yes, but he did also know that he was still human, and so he tempted him. But he did not understand fully what it meant for the Son of God to become man, for the second person of the Trinity, the Son of God, to become a human person, to take on human nature like he did. And so it's kind of a both and. He knew he was God. I think you can infer that because of his angelic nature, pre his fall, he would have known that God was Trinity and who God was, to the fullest that an angel could. But because he was fallen, he maybe did not know the fullness of God's plan. And so it kind of gets fuzzy because obviously we don't know exactly, but there's reason to believe that, yes, he knew that he was God, but did not understand what that meant truly, or did not grasp or did not accept what it meant for God to become man. Because there's a lot of speculation that one of the reasons that many of the angels chose not to serve God, is because angels do not know things like we know things. We learn things very incrementally, over time. We build things up. Angels, I think the way it's called is it kind of comes to them all at once. Everything that an angel can know, which is not everything because they're not God, but everything that they can know, they know from the moment of their existence. That's why we say the fallen angels cannot be converted, is because they already know everything and they still chose to turn away from God. We, in some sense, can still change because we still learn and we grow. Angels don't learn, they don't grow. And so how can they change? And so that's some that say that the angels at the beginning, since they were given, then they came to know what they would know, they had some kind of vision of the incarnation, and it's believed, like speculated and piously believed, that the fallen angels saw that and chose not to serve God because they thought that was a lowering of, to become a lower human, a lower being, a lower creature like human beings, which they would have, in the hierarchy of, beings and all that, angels are higher than us, and yet God chose to become human. And so it's the great reversal, as we call it. So it's a lot, maybe a lot more than what the question was asking, but I think it gets kind of the idea. Yes, there's a sense in which he does know who Jesus is. He knows at least that he's the Son of God, but he doesn't understand fully what that means. And that's why eventually he, in a sense, is part instrumental in his own downfall. It is Christ who saves us through the cross, and it's, our sins that, and especially the actions of those influenced by sin, who led to that crucifixion. So is this funny way. So the answer is yes, but also not quite yes. So it's probably a lot longer than what needed to be said, but I hope that is enlightening to you, and I hope that's helpful. So that's all for tonight. May God bless y'all and keep y'all this day and always.